Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition! So after doing some inventory management, I decided we'll go check out the cove later. There's a side quest that I have to do later that requires me... Well, nah, you know what? Let's go be adventurous. So we're just gonna slowly make our way. I don't know what that did. So that's a wheel. Take the log. Okay, so... that there. Oh! Well, that was unfortunate. Or just, gonna wait for a second. Okay.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Okay, back up. Sorry, Mousy.
In a porcelain store.
Just wait for the fire to go away. Yeah. Sorry, Mousy. Nothing personal. Actually, we're gonna separate Danny and have her go down first. So her perception's the highest. Actually do something with this. I'm gonna go ahead. Make some oil-filled bottles. As I take these bottles of oil now, and I combine them with a fuse to make grenades. Yay! I already know how to make them. Okay. So I'm afraid of what's gonna happen here.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm not missing any traps. And so far it looks like we're doing okay. Just gotta wait for the fire to clear up here before I continue down. Or, you know, we'll just put the water. We'll just put the fire out.
I need to dry off.
Yeah, so we'll just do that. Continue down very carefully. A signpost. Fires of hell surround you, turn back or suffer. Okay, Danny. Time to shine. Take those lockpicks. That grenade.
I need to dry off.
Looks like there was some pirate boomers. Gee. Oh, forgot something. Don't lie to me, game. I saw that rabbit's paw. Aha! Okay. Gotta wait for them.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Carefully throw this oil barrel all the way over there. Oh, I'm dead. I did not think that through. Huh. Well, there's a first time for everything. Take Jehan, because Jehan has rain. I thought I'd cleared it. I'm underestimating the range for these things. I'm not this bad at games, I promise. I'm not enough strength. Okay, well. We hop back one to Danny. Send that to Jahan. Whoops. It's Leo. I want Jahan.
I feel better already.
It's probably not the best idea, but we'll go with it. Oh, and there's no barrels. There's nothing for me to cover it up with now. Oh no. We'll take that. Yeah, they really punish you for flubbing it up down here. Interesting. Just gotta find the safe spots as I go. Okay. I'll just wait for the poison to wear off. Patch myself up again. Welcome to games with c.theprawn.
Sweet relief.
What do you mean the path is blocked? There's
I needed that.
nothing there. Whatever. Yeah, I see.
On the mend.
Can I pick that up? Yes, I can. Awesome. that up.
Nothing but rubbish.
It's not rubbish, actually. It's going to make getting back a lot easier. Ah, okay, I remember. I remember this part. And this is why we also brought Jahan down here. Alright, come on, buddy. Path is safe now, so. Do. So he's gonna take Danny and bop her over there.
Oh, our enemies have laid a trap.
Okay, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Put that there. Gonna stand on the opposite end of this platform. Ooh! Looks like we found something new for. Found a couple new things from the door, it looks like. Santaleo, what did we find? Okay. Neat. Medora. Send to Medora. Alright.
If I land on my feet.
Sorry. Sorry, Danny. It's a good thing that both of you are healers. Now I just gotta wait for the skill to recharge. While I do that, let's have a look. 65 to 101. Oh, we'll try this out. And we can equip that. We can send that to Leo. Okay, Jahan. Gonna click on Danny. We're gonna whoop her over here. Okay, actually what we're gonna do, because I don't trust that over there, we're gonna... Ow, 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 ow. Heal yourself. Just like that. Oh my goodness, there is a headless body over there. Okay, so yeah, this is part of a side quest that we can, that I'll probably do real quick before we fight the boss. Might be fun. And... just gonna run over here. Continue carefully making our way. And that's Leo, because poison doesn't... I don't like to use poison grenades all that much. More trouble than they tend to be worth. Okay. So we'll have Jehan meet back up with Leo and Medora. And hey, we found a waypoint, which is great. That'll save us a lot of time. And there's a headless body. So let's go.
The body stirs. The subtle slouch in its decayed shoulders suggest intense longing. A large, soggy chunk of flesh falls to the ship's floor with a melancholic thud.
That's gross.
So this is what's to become of me, it seems to moan. A body with no head, a ship with no captain. Dejectedly, it proffers a hand. In its palm is a well-weathered notebook only slightly sticky with rotted corpse ooze. You accept it, taking it by its spine with 2 ginger fingers. Your efforts at not gagging are most valiant. The bereft corpse turns from you just slightly, as if you imply it didn't want to talk to you anyway.
Okay, well, what's this thing handed me? Nick's diary. Nick, he rasps. Stale rum, sing to me, though I continue to oblige, it makes us sick. His madness grows deeper, he's now captain of mine. Another peaceful fishing village ransacked, scorched to dust by Pontius' source machine. I didn't sign up for the slaughter of youths and babes. I'm an entertainer. I work for gold, not bloodlust. I can stand it no longer. I must confront him, or all semblance of his sanity is lost. Heard of his taking an ear and us. What would you take from me? Oh, jeez. Maybe it's a very poorly done pictograph of a crab. Interesting. So this is actually a side quest that we're gonna do real quick, because why not? Won't take very long. Okay. Okie dokie. So. Well, actually, it'll take a couple seconds, but we'll take a break from our regularly scheduled programming to bring you shenanigans in returning a body to, or a head to its body. So if we go this way, past Bertia, check it out, there's like a little fair going on here. And
This here is the greatest illusion in Endervale!
sweet. Well, that's a little weird.
Fantastic! You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
Hi, Reginald.
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out. And teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head.
So, why don't you tell me about yourself, Reggie?
I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andervale. This fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Sicil as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain.
Let's, talk about this, talking head.
That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too.
Tell me about it.
I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means.
Okay.
You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends, in the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands. But then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and necrotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live.
Laying it on a bit thick, ain't he?
Oh, bravo! Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it?
Very strange indeed. So,
A talking head? What dark sorcery is this?
And a talking
This
arse.
here is
Would
the
that be
greatest
sorcery
illusion
too?
in Andoril.
No, of course not. That is great Madora.
that's some serious shade there, Jahan. Play nice. Please be nice. Medora could probably bop you to death with like 2 hits if she wanted.
Who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst.
So we're actually gonna talk to this head.
Excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end.
Well, tell me about yourself, oh magical talking head.
I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicil. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale. Psst, you're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Look, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped.
Kidnapped, you say?
Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
Okay, so we can't actually just pick him up and put him in our pocket, is it? With everyone watching. So we've actually got to sort of finagle our way into performing at this carnival. And here is the man that we're supposed to be able to talk to get that done. So, Stage Master Chaucer.
And who are you supposed to be?
I really love that. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but some of the names for these things, they're just the greatest references ever. So, why don't you tell me about yourself?
Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch peasants perform broadside pageants for peanuts.
Yeah, that's a pretty nasty case of the hiccups, brah.
No, really? I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's favorite thespian.
Sure, so you're the stage master. Maybe I'd like to come
Take
show.
it up with Katerina. She's the master of this pig circus after all.
Rude. So now we run over here and talk to this delightful old lady, Katerina. Hello, dear.
Somebody ate your dog? Orc sunk your ship? No matter! You're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Won't you take a seat and let our esteemed entertainers whisk you off to a better place?
I like you, lady. You're cheerful. Everyone else is like doom and gloom or just a monster. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Leo. So let's, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm Katerina the Fair, fairest first lady of the fair, of course. I do love making the acquaintance of my patrons, and who knows which of them might become one of my performers. I've an open stage in want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the audience.
An open stage, you say? What if I were interested in putting on a performance?
Theatre's fever has overcome you, has it? Marvelous! I do so love a fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a Source Hunters take on one of the old standards.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to the library. We're gonna go see our dear lovely Victoria again. I really love Victoria. She's one of my favorite characters in Cyseal. I like it when they take the traditional archetype of the orc and stray so very far from it. I like that she's a librarian. Just gonna run upstairs, and there's a couple books in here we have to find. So one of them is Cyseal's Genesis, a play. And there's supposed to be another book around here. Ah, there it is. Cracking Up a Crowd, the definitive guide. We're gonna need both of these books.
Will have to pay yet another fine.
Oops. I'm going back downstairs. And, oh, I can actually talk to animals, so I can... I'll pick up another side quest after I'm done grabbing Nick's head. Because where we're at in the Black Cove is actually where we need to be for a lot of these things. So, mosey our way back down here to the fair. So we go over here. Actually, there's one more guy we can talk to as well. There's this gentleman, Cedric. Hello, Cedric.
You there! Sit! Stay a while! Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience.
Well, tell me about yourself, Cedric.
Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief.
Okay. So Cedric just told us something really important. That there is somebody helping draw a crowd. But we've got to do a couple things here. So, I'm going to do both of these just for fun. So this excerpt of from the traditional drama, Genesis of Cyseal, is commonly performed by the local theater. Okay. 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 So these are two. It's really important to get both of these because one is a 2-person show that you can use to, you know, test it out, make sure you understand how everything's going to work. And then one is a 1-person show. And the one-person show is a set of
Show all of the
very
Sightseal
silly
what you're made of.
jokes.
Apart from fear and flatulence.
Okay. So I've read through both of these. So if we talk to Stage Master Chaucer,
What is it this time? Take it up with Katarina. She's the master.
oops. Okay, hang on. I guess I tell Katarina that I'm ready to perform.
Enjoying the fair,
Yeah.
aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katarina's #1 export to this gloomy town.
Alright, so I'm ready for my debut. When shall I start?
Right away, my dear, just as fast as your boots can carry you. You found something decent to perform, I trust, and you've gathered enough actors to do it justice? Speak to Master Chaucer if you're ready for your debut. He alone can adequately prepare you for the stage.
Take my leave. Okay, so we're actually going to do both performances just so you guys can see both of them. I think this is... I love it when they have little fun things like
What
this
is it this time?
in games. So I would like to perform a
Katarina's
show.
given the go-ahead, has she? Oh, very well then. Tell
Okay.
me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places, and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on stage.
Alright, I'm ready to begin.
Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. May the show begin!
Alright, let's do a two-man
Not
show
planning
to
on
start.
playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Alright, so we just sit here and wait for a hot second for some folks to meander over. Okay. Alright. So as soon as that... Alright,
The
let's get...
stage is yours.
Alright, well...
Hold up!
I can't take another moment on board this death barge. I'm starving and I'm sick. Will we find no safe refuge from our travails?
Fantastic!
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
My gods. Could it be? There, look!
Good show!
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
What is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak in the hull?
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
Look, Celia, there, beyond the mist. It's...
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over.
land!
Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
Land, my sweet land at last, and we shall call it Sicily.
The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
Okay. So that was...
Future of entertainment.
Come on!
So that was just to show you guys the dramatic one. Now we're just gonna bop off the stage. But you notice, we're gonna need more folks, and we're gonna have to pull Reginald away as well if we're going to snag our our head over there. So we're gonna talk to this gentleman in the back, Gallagher.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
Why don't you tell me about yourself, buddy?
I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long.
Stage show all day? Every day? That seems like a bit much.
Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
Well, hey, Gallagher. How'd you feel about helping me out?
Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to do it for your little show. 100 gold up front, and yours will be the hottest ticket in Cecile.
That's highway robbery. I'm gonna be honest, that's highway robbery, but I need to pay you to do this. So go ahead. Take the money.
98, 99, 100. Looks like all's in order, Chief. So, ready for a bigger crowd than you can shake a stick at? Stand back and watch this.
Oh, well, okay. That was not what was in the dialogue box at all. But this, we've got everything in order now. So, we'll have Danny come over here.
What is it this time?
Oh, wait, what did you think of our two-man show?
Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I'd like to perform a show.
Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places.
I'd like to start my performance.
Oh, here we go. Again. Try not to.
So I'm going to do a one-man show.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
So, because we've paid our buddy Gallagher, he's gonna bring everyone else along with him.
Blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
So now we're gonna quick. So I'll pick you up now.
Excuse me, I'm trying. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Alright. So now I've got Nick in my pocket. We'll go to Danny's show real quick. Let's begin.
The stage is yours.
So,
When did you say this was supposed to
every
start?
10 years, the elven wood priests in their monastery are allowed to break their vow of silence to speak 2 words.
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
10 years go by, and it's one priest's first chance. He thinks for a second before saying, "Food bad."
Good show!
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
10 years later, he says, "Bed hard."
Fantastic! Oh, I hope there's an encore!
The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
It's the big day, a decade later. He gives the head priest a long stare and says, "I quit."
Simply marvelous!
Oh, I hope there's an
That's
encore.
it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
"I'm not surprised," the elven high priest says. "You've been complaining ever since you got here."
Good show.
Simply marvelous!
Fantastic.
They like you. They really, really like you. Well done, Source Hunter.
Alright. There's a bunch of fun jokes with that one too. I enjoy doing that one. But now we've got Nick in our pocket. And Danny's show is over, so she
Took my breath away, it did.
can go ahead and meet up with the rest of the party. And I may have just robbed a man of his livelihood, but, you know, all in the name of ethics at the end of the day. All in the name of ethics. So, I believe if I look around... Oh, check that out. That's Danny. Send that to Danny. There's a box back here somewhere. There's the key to the house I need. I think it's in here. Gate. Ah, here it is. Reginald's spare key. Just loot this as well. Send to Danny. Yeah, you can hear him crying in despair in the back. I believe, is this Reginald's? Yes, this is Reginald's home. So if we, I think it's if we move this rug here and climb down this hatch. You notice some juggling oranges. You can go read Reginald's diary real quick. I'm not going to pick it up, we'll just read it. Fortunate day, a trip down to the beaches of Black Cove yielded a wonderful treasure, a talking head. Katarina says it's the stuff of Source. The packet's just silly gag be the product of dark magic. It insists its name is Nick, but I think I'll call it Stefan. Now there's a name with the flair of a showman about it. Wouldn't luck have it, the curio knows a story or two already, and what a voice! My show will be the most profitable at the fair. I fairly bulge with joy when I think of the sad sack look on Cedric's face. So, yeah, you can see he's got a bunch of stuff down here for performing, but I guess he's just not very good. This Reginald fellow. So now we're gonna take the talking head and plop him on the ground.
Ah, excellent. This is just the place, Source Hunter. We'll have all the privacy we need.
So now, click on him.
A little privacy at last. Out of earshot of that contemptible jester. We can finally speak freely. Where shall we begin?
Well, why don't you tell us about yourself, Mr. Talking Head?
My true name is Nick. In life, I was an entertainer aboard the ship of the famed Pontius Pirate. I once dared to defy him, and he savagely beheaded me for the attempt.
I applaud the Bible reference.
Little did I know the abuse was only beginning. A wandering sorcerer, mad as the day is long, found my severed head on the beach and resurrected me. I spent months in his company listening to him blather on about his every inane opinion. When I asked him to return my head to my body, it must be in the Black Cove still, he became enraged and tossed my head into the sea.
Well, that's rude.
Reginald stumbled upon me some days later and consigned me into his horrid little show. I know not how long I've been entertaining slack-jawed imbeciles at the Sicil Fair. All I know is I just can't take it anymore.
So you just want your body back, right?
More than anything. But the chances are so slim with the Black Cove utterly infested with Pontius's undead cronies. My poor lost body is among them, sightless and silent in their vile company. For all I know, they're using it as a coat rack. Traveller, if there were any way you would brave the cove's depths and reunite me with myself, you'd be doing me the only kindness I'd have received in as long as my poor memory serves.
Alright, well, what you know about Reginald?
That charlatan doesn't have a lick of his own talent. So he begs, borrows, and beats it from those of us with a real vision for the stage. What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. Oh, to have legs again.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna pick you back up and put you in my pocket.
It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Alright, so. You know exactly what body he's talking about. We've already been to see it. So if we go to, I think this is the correct one, Derelict Harbor. Yeah, this is the right one. So if we go here and talk to the Headless body again. Actually, I don't know if it'll work if I do it to Danny, so we're just gonna send that to Danny real quick. Type So now if we talk to the body.
The body stirs. The subtle slough. So this is what's to become of me. It seems to moan.
Alright, well.
A body with no head. A ship with no captain.
Right, well about your head, buddy.
Nick's body grows cold, then hot. Could it be, after all this time? Reunited? Could it be real? Could it be true? Tremors overtake its hands, its knees, and then...
Toes, legs, arms, fingers. A bit more rotten than when I last saw them, but who am I to look a gift self in the mouth? Oh, the feeling of air in my minimally perforated lungs. Of, well, not quite blood, but lovely ooze pumping through my only moderately decayed veins. What a joy it is, my friend. What an absolute joy. Now for my last unfinished business. Pontius Pirate, the animal who consigned me to the peanut-crunching masses. I won't rest until his skull cracks beneath my foot.
Interesting. Tell me more about him.
Despicable fiend. No wonder his spirit lingers in this cursed cave. Not even the darkest hell would open its gates to such a perversion of the human soul. He would tolerate no dissent upon his death barge. I dared to raise my voice but once, and his sword was through my throat before I'd even finished my plea.
Where can we find him?
He lingers here, that much is for certain. I remember this cavern well from my days on Pontius's crew. This was the heart of his operations, the launching pad from which he massacred countless innocents with blackest sauce. There's a hidden passageway from his office at the cave's heart. It leads to the dock, where the Black Widow, his ship, is anchored. There he'll be. There we must find him.
You mean he was a sorcerer? That's interesting.
Not quite, but he had in his possession a great stone capable of terrible feats of magic. With it, he fashioned a machine of war so terrible that none, neither king nor buccaneer, could best him. It was source magic within that stone, and the captain was drunk with the power of it. Drove him madder than a loon, it did, and it seems he guards it within this cursed cave still.
So how can we beat him?
Ah, dear Source Hunter, I've had years spent spouting poetry to numbskulls to formulate the perfect plan for destroying that madman. Our approach is twofold. First, using magic, you must charge the war machine that he keeps still perched upon the deck of his ship. Properly empowered, this machine is more dangerous than any in Rivalon. I'm certain we could use it to turn the tide of battle against the mad captain. Second, I both grant a privilege and ask a kindness, Source Hunter. I hereby give you my eternal loyalty. Summon me at your will whenever it pleases you. All the better if you summon me against my old enemy. I swear to you, once I get my fingers around his throat, I'll never let go. From this moment forward, Source Hunter, I am your most grateful friend. Summon me where and when you will, and I will rush to defend you.
Alright, so we got ourselves a zombie buddy. We got a zombie friend. Hey Leo, what have you got to say?
It was Source that drove Pontius mad. Yet it is Source that has kept Nick alive to fight his old foe.
Well, there's definitely more to Source than just simple evil. There's a whole second game about it. It's interesting.
Indeed. The Academy taught us far from all there is to know about this strange magic.
Did you just agree with me? Be still, my heart. Leo agreed with me. I think hell just froze over. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this episode here, and I'm gonna make my way back up to the office so we can go fight Pontius. And I think that'll be... yeah, so we'll do that in the next one. See you there.